रीति नाम परम सुखदाम अहनिर्शान्तरे जप मम मनः।
Question that says that how can one who is fulfilling all his prarabdha, enjoying all the materialistic pleasures, be sure that new desires are not being created? If one has fulfilled certain duties, how can he be sure that he still doesn't have more duties to perform, for which he will have to come back? How can one who is fulfilling all his prarabdha, enjoying all the materialistic pleasures, be sure that new desires are not being created? It's all in the mind. It's all in your mind that you will see the creation, the preservation, the annihilation, all the processes. Those who are watchful of their own mind, they can see all this play of the divine consciousness in the screen of the mind, in the plane of the mind. How can one who is fulfilling all his prarabdha, enjoying all the materialistic pleasures? But that's not the only truth. Your prarabdha, this word prarabdha, needs to be properly understood. Prarabdha is that portion of the share of your karmas, of your past, that created this body for you, this birth for you, this life in this body, in this earth for you. All those past karmas, all those unfulfilled desires, all those experiences that your soul needed to go through to mature enough to evolve, and that portion out of the total karmas, that portion with which this body is made, with which you come into this physical form, that portion of it with which you are born in this body to go through the passage of your life, that is prarabdha. So if I say that the sanchita karma, or the total karmas that you have, if I could think that that is kind of a bank deposit, then if the bank deposit is, let's say, 100, then maybe in this birth, to constitute this body, to have this body and to have this life, you may have taken out of that total deposit of 100, out of which you must have taken, let's say, about 20. So it's not all the 100 with which you have come in this body. You have only brought 20 out of 100, and that 20 is the experiences that you need to go through in this life. So out of the total deposit, that means that's the sanchita karma, that means the karma which are in your deposit. These are the karmas which have been accumulated over all the previous past, and the accumulation is all with you lying. And as you leave one body and come to another body, and you pass and you transmigrate from one body to the other, you go through this all. At times burning off the karmas, at times creating new karmas and accumulating and accepting. Again, this prarabdha karma does not always only denote the negative karmas. Here you have mentioned in your question, enjoying all the materialistic pleasures. But in material world, there is nothing like only materialistic pleasures. In this material world, you cannot talk that this material world is of pleasures only. It's more like prarabdha enjoying all the materialistic pleasures and pains. That's what it should be. Because if you say that, well, you have come in this world and you keep fulfilling all your prarabdha and you enjoy all the materialistic pleasures, then you have not understood what prarabdha is. Prarabdha includes all that happens to you throughout your life. So if we look at the life that we have already lived in this body over the past many years since birth, those memories which are still there in our mind, which we can at any point of time call back, and in our mental skin recreate them to see. If we investigate all of that, if we see through all of that past, you will always find that these prarabdha karmas have been as if something kept happening to you, whether you liked it or not. Many things happened to you which you liked, which you desired, which you wished, which you put all your efforts to achieve, and you achieved them. There are many in your life which just happened to you without your efforts, without your mind thinking about it, without even ever contemplating upon those thoughts. But still, many things kept happening to you throughout your life. So if you can look back, then it will be easier for you to understand what exactly is the definition of prarabdha in your own level of understanding. So if we say that prarabdha is something like the unfoldment of the course of destiny, if we say that prarabdha is that part which we have come to go through in this life, and that is as if it is a pre-chartered course, it's a predetermined course through which we have anyway to move through in the path of life. If we look back in our own life, we will see that true, there are many things which happened to us which we did not want. We never even expected them. We never planned them. We never projected, calculated them, but still it happened. This is the force of the past materializing in the present. And those past forces, or those energies which created, materialized into gross materialistic happenings in life, is again the portion of prarabdha that we talk about. So it's like the past coming to unfold and deliver you from time to time whatever experience your soul needed to go through in this life, because those experiences are the experiences which your soul has come to live in this life due to your past desires, due to your past expectations, due to your past involvement into different things of life in your past incarnations. It may so happen that in this birth somebody practices music and practices with all love, with all heart for it, with all the passion for it. But still it may so happen that that particular person would not have the recognition enough. And that person puts all the effort for it. But yet, somewhere, there is always a deep sense of dissatisfaction that I am not enough recognized. I'm putting all my efforts. I'm not enough recognized.